their job, everything that they made you lose. This is karma. What goes around comes around. Now let's dive into the last talking point. We are at a spiritual war right now. Forces of light versus forces of dark. The battle is getting more intense. So it's time for you to understand how the spiritual world works. So that way you can know how to fight in this battle, because they are attacking everybody. It's not just the light workers they're attacking. I'm under a lot of attacks right now, but they are attacking everyone. So I'm going to share with you some of the ways that these dark ones operate so you can recognize their tricks, their strategies, and not fall for them. I'm going to also give you 2 more tips on how to discern false light versus real light, so that way you don't get tricked and fooled by them and follow the false light. And the reason why it's so important for you not to follow false light is because they share you a lot of misinformation, half truth, half lies. It's all mixed together. This is why people who don't do a lot of research, who don't know how to discern, they can't tell the difference between the truth and the lie, so they believe the false light. And when you sit there digesting and consuming a lot of false light material, it lowers your vibration into the 3D timeline, and that makes you susceptible to having entity attachments. Dark ETs can easily take over a human body through their ego. If you sit there watching, consuming, let's say, a lot of Illuminati music, a lot of Illuminati television shows, movies, mainstream media like the news, or false light people on YouTube that you perceive as being the real light, you're being fed a lot of negative low vibration, which puts you in that lower 3D timeline. And these parasites will easily attach to you, to your energy field, and start not only feeding off you, but they start influence you, your behavior, your mannerism. This is why when you try to have a conversation with a person who is unawakened, like for example, let's say a Democrat, or anybody who believes they are spiritually enlightened or awakened and they have this superiority complex, you will notice that you get energetically drained when you have a disagreement with these people. That draining feeling, that depleted feeling, is your energy, your life force being depleted by this parasite that's actually siphoning both of your energy. This is why if you're not operating at a higher level of consciousness and you don't know how to protect yourself, avoid getting into disagreements with these people, because they're using you as a food source. They're trying to instigate you and trigger your ego to come out to engage in these disagreements and fights in order to feed off of you. It's very easy to get into a disagreement with these people because they trigger it with their insults, with their attacks. Remember, these are all character assassination attempt in order to discredit the truth. Don't fall for it. Call them out for what they are. So here are things you want to look out for in order to recognize the false light. First, if they have a massive audience, that's already a big clue that they are a false light. Like a huge audience. Because the real light is always censored and attacked. We will never be allowed to have any type of decent size in audience. Before we even get to 100,000, we are already financially attacked. So that way we can't support ourselves. Either our internet's being cut off, so that way we can't continue our work. We might even get a car accident because these dark ones don't want you to be on the physical plane to do your work, so they may try to take you out. Again, somebody to come hit you through that entity attachment. And then the last attempt, which is what they tried it on me. These examples I'm giving to you, these are all real life examples that I had to deal with when it comes to doing this work. The last attack that I encountered was them now attacking me in my dreams, because they tried to financially attack me with closing down all my PayPal accounts. Out of the blue, they shut down all my PayPal accounts in an attempt to prevent me from collecting donations for my work, so that way I cannot continue with my work. Well, it didn't work. Then they tried to do the car accident. I had a car accident last year. They tried to take me out with a car accident. That didn't work. Third way, try to cut off my internet so that way I cannot do research, cannot make videos, upload them. Got me really frustrated and annoyed. Of course, when you get very frustrated and annoyed, you drop your frequency, go into your timeline. It worked for a few times, but then obviously I found a solution around that, so it no longer worked. So now, the fourth wave that they're trying to attack me is through my dreams. Your dreams are actually not really dreams. They are another parallel reality. And this is what they do in people's dreams, okay? They exploit your weaknesses. And for me and other people, what they use as human weaknesses, let's say, is attraction, lust, sex, romantic relationship. These are some, let's say, weaknesses that we have. What they did in the dream is they sent a very attractive man in my dream to try to get me attracted to the person. So of course, I never had these type of dreams before, so I got attracted to this person, but I knew that something was off as soon as I woke up, because I felt this is not normal, this is not real, because I usually don't have these type of dream. And sure enough, it was an attack, because the same day that I woke up from that dream, my energy was very depleted. I felt completely depleted and exhausted from that energy attack, because what happens in the dream is that while this attractive man approached me and tried to talk to me, there was an attraction that was built between the two of us, and that was all that was needed for them to attach onto me, to my energy field, for them to siphon off my energy. Okay? This is the name of the game of these dark ones, is to hook onto people and siphon off their energy, deplete their life force, so that way they're completely tired, they can't do the work, they can't fight back, and they're completely immobilized in their bed. And they know I'm a powerhouse. They know if I have strong health, my internet's working, everything's going well in my reality, I produce really high quality messages for the collective. And they don't want that to happen. They don't want people to wake up. They don't want people to receive this knowledge. They don't want people to know this knowledge and to be exposed for all their tricks and how the spiritual world actually works. So that way you know how to defeat them. So this is what they do to people now. So be careful of what you have in your dreams. Just know that they'll send attractive people in your dreams. They may even send loved ones, spiritual guides, spiritual leaders, animals. Okay, whatever it takes for you, for them to gain your trust, to gain that attachment, that emotional connection, for them to hook onto you and drain your energy and eventually influence you to take you off your path. This may happen in the dream state, or it may happen even in the physical realm, that you actually start to encounter a new person in your reality that you may find attractive, you may have a slight attraction to, and then all of a sudden you feel your energy being depleted as a result of this new person coming to your life. And it also happened in a different way too. Anyone in your circle that is of lower vibration, that are unawakened, your family members, just anyone that you are connected to, if they're vibrating at that lower vibration, chances are they have entity attachment. And through that connection that you have with that person, they can connect to you and siphon your energy as well too. So I'm going to share you a way how to completely disconnect from these people and send them love blasts to protect them and to protect yourself, and to get these entity attachment to completely retreat back into the darkness where they came from. Because the only thing that will force these dark ones to retreat back into the darkness is love. That's the only thing that is their kryptonite. Light is not enough to do it. Okay, only love. So what you want to do to protect yourself, the planet, and your loved ones is every single day Go into your heart space. Think of something that you truly love or you are in love with. Go into that state of being in love and direct your energy and your focus. Let's say you're trying to help your family, your parents, or your siblings, or your cousins, or whatever. Direct that loving energy towards them. Radiate from your heart center towards them. Let it permeate, and then eventually cover the whole entire blast the whole entire planet and cover it with your loving energy. And you want to breathe in and breathe out. Long inhalation and long exhalations. You want to breathe in and breathe out all of these negative emotions that you have been kept inside of you and releasing it through into the atmosphere. And it's through these love blasts that's going to get these dark demons to disconnect and detach from the people that you are connected with. So I'll give you an example of myself. I found out that they were hooking on to me through my grandma. They were hooking on to me through certain family members because obviously I have attachment to these people. I care about these people, right? So they hook on to people vibrating at a very low state of consciousness in order to get to you. And they've been trying to get to me for a very long time. I was also guided not to do ayahuasca because they were going to attack me in my ayahuasca session. So that's why I didn't do ayahuasca. I had plans and intention to do ayahuasca, but I was given information, intel, that they were going to attack and try to hook onto me and pull my vibration down and take me off my path, so I cannot continue doing the work that I do right now. So it's very important that you do these blood blasts as regularly as possible, directed to, let's say in Australia, right? Let's say you're Australian. You want to do this love blast directly and direct it to the police station, direct it to the Australian government, and do this as frequently as possible because it will force these draconian forces to back off and scour back into the darkest way they came from, because this is a spiritual fight that we're at. Yes, it's good for you to protest and demonstrate, but if you do those love blasts with them, then they don't have that entity attachment connected to these people that's controlling them. You're forcing these darker ET races to actually retreat and go as far as possible because they don't want to be receiving that love energy. They don't, because that loving energy that you emit forces their vibration to go up. And that's the last thing that these darker beings want to do. They want to drop their vibration to go as dark as possible, because if you force their vibration to go up, they actually lose power. No difference when you take a galactic being that's vibrating at a higher state of consciousness, and you cause that galactic being to drop their frequency, they lose their power. Okay? So remember that. Remember to always stay in the state of love. See these situations with new eyes, with new perspective. Maintain that love state of being as much as possible. This is the key to winning this spiritual war between light and dark. Even for myself, I actually have to practice being more loving towards people, more loving towards people that attack me, to the dark ones, and just being in that love state to protect myself and to also make sure that they are not coming back after me. Okay, so I hope you take the information, use it, share it to other people, so that way they also know how to handle these type of attacks from the dark ones. One last message for my VIP members. There is a new video in the membership area. It's about how to transmute and alchemize lower state of being, lower vibes, into higher state of being and consciousness. This video is going to be a very powerful video to help you transmute these energies, so that way you can move into a higher timeline and attract positive synchronicities in your life. This is a very important skills you want to have, because if you get trapped being in that lower state of being and vibrating at a low state, you're going to have that entity attachment I'm talking about, and you're also going to be shifting to realities that you do not want to experience. Believe me that. You want to be able to master this skill set, so that way you protect yourself and also live in the flow and have things work out for you the way you want it to work out. Okay? So Thank you so much for tuning into my broadcast. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next broadcast, guys. Take care. Bye.